Aloha everyone, my name is Kavika. In today's video, I wanted to share with you some of the risks that I encountered when buying a home at a young age and what we did to mitigate some of those risks. First of all, my wife and I decided to buy in Makaha, which is quite far from everything else. Although it's not a bad place to live, we were concerned about the distance. And if you live in Makaha and Anakuli, you know that traffic gets pretty bad. However, we both grew up here on the west side of the island, so we knew the area pretty well. Plus, we knew that we wanted to have kids, and my parents lived right down the road if we ever needed help. Looking back, that was one of the best decisions that we made because 9 months later, our son Maverick was born. Another risk was buying at a young age. I was only 23, my wife was 22, so we were quite young to be making a big investment. However, we thought about the worst case scenario, which was foreclosure. Even if that happened, now this is just my thought process. I don't recommend anybody taking this advice. I was thinking like, by the time we turn 30, my credit would be good enough and we would have enough money saved to try again. However, when I did the math, our mortgage and monthly expenses ended up being cheaper than current rent. We also bought our condo right after the pandemic, which in itself is a huge risk because of job instability. I started going back to work in March of 2021 and my hours wasn't looking good, but we made a plan to save up enough money by the end of the year so we can purchase our home. I started working a second job. I'm out of retirement from being a fire knife dancer, and my wife ended up working overtime. We both just worked our butts off for money. But anyway, due to our job instability, I wanted to have at least 6 months of emergency saving that would cover our housing expenses, food, gas, and all our other bills, just in case we lost our jobs. And I highly recommend every single one of you, if you're thinking about purchasing a home, make sure you have a 6-month emergency fund saved up. So what we did, instead of putting down the full 20%, we put down 17% and we use a HELOC to cover the rest so that we avoid paying the private mortgage insurance. Actually, buying a home with my girlfriend. For a lot of people, that's going to be a huge risk. You're not married to her or him, whoever. For us, there was no safety net for this one. It was just 100%. But so far, it's been working out great. We got married, had a baby, and we couldn't be happier. So there you have it. Those are the risks that we faced when buying a home at a young age and how we mitigated them. I hope this video was helpful to you. And if it was, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment below. Shoot!